Hi, welcome back to another video at the start of the year. 2023, starting off with a bang. We are checking out Homeseek. Homeseek is a post-apocalyptic survival strategy game set on a dystopian resource-strapped Earth at the beginning of the next century. Overpopulation, environmental exploitation, and a complete disregard for nature has resulted in the depletion of drinkable water, leading to the collapse of civilization as we know it. It's up to you, well, up to us, really, to lead a group of survivors to a place where they can rebuild, but it won't be easy. In a dried up wasteland where water has become the new gold, every choice becomes life or death. Without guidance, survival just might be within reach. Enjoy.
Today is June 6, 2101. I'm afraid that this may be one of the last of my writings. The water's finally run out down here, just like it did in the old world all those years ago. The others are finally prepping to leave, to emerge back into the world, because now they must go, perish from thirst. I was just a child when the rivers ran dry and the bombs began to fall. And now I've lived an entire lifetime in the darkness of this place. I barely even remember the world of my childhood. A world underneath the bright sun and blue sky. My skin is pale, my muscles are weak. I'd only be a burden to them in the harsh journey ahead. They're still young and adaptable. I know firsthand of their strength and resilience. If there's water to be found up there, they'll be the ones to find it. If there's anything to salvage from the ruins, they'll be the ones to do so. They know nothing of the society of the old world. They are the ones who might have a chance to rebuild civilization.
That is one hell of an intro. Okay. A new beginning. With a few possessions finally unpacked, it's time to get started procuring what necessities of survival. Securing food, water, and shelter are the first priorities, and doing so won't be easy. But our spirits are fresh, and we are ready to pitch in. Lifeblood. A community is desperate for a new source of drinking water. We need to build a contraption that allows us to access the water at the bottom of the makeshift wells. To make matters worse, our pre-packaged rations are gone. We need to risk consuming whatever we can forage, build a water extractor, water storage, and connect them. Okay. Let's see how we got. Let's have a look. Alright, so buildings, collection. Okay, so we need a water extractor. Let's get that out of the way. We also need a water storage. So the water storage we'll put parallel to it. Right next to it. It's fine. And we need to use a food storage as well, which is going to help us in the long run with picking berries. So we need something that's going to have maximum coverage. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Now, if this is like similar games to I've played on the channel, Frostpunk, even wondering if we can set workers. Okay, we can actually get this started pretty quickly. Alright, so let's get the water underway. So one worker there, and one worker there. So this must be our workers. Okay, these are our people. Noted. Okay. So, links. Select building. There we go. So you can set what material we can use for water extraction. Good to know. Okay, so that's linked there. Fantastic. We're gonna need scrap. We're gonna need to start clearing some of these places out. All right. Okay, second one, daily needs. We must secure enough resources for everyone. Add workers on the water extractor and the connected berry bushes in order to do so. Keep in mind each citizen needs 50 food and 50 water each day. You also need more scrap, so make sure you assign some workers into the scrap pile. Okay, that's what we've done. Okay, can we link? We can. Interesting. All right, moving on. So that's going to be extracting some of that. We're going to need put 2 people into that one. Leaves us with 7 workers. So we're in a day-night cycle. We can speed up the time, which is good as well. So we only have 172 scrap, which is going to be a thing. So let's just the max amount of people on the scrap pile. It's going to be 19 hours. So how long is the working day? It's already 10 a.m. Now, so we have 3 available people to work. So let's just chuck them. Let's chuck them on the water. We've got 3 different types of people, so that's fine. We can't build it in this section. Not a problem. No biggie. Alright. So we have normal zoom controls. You can use your mouse to move a lot of the bit. So it's middle mouse is to move. We do have the function with W, A, S, and D. That's not an issue. Although you cannot pan the camera flat, which is not a bad thing. I personally don't mind having it like this. I'm used to having games where it's similar, where it's over like bird's eye view, which is fine. There's no real necessity to have, you know, massively zoomed in. This works fine. Oh, there you go. So this is producing 50 food. Okay. So I'm guessing it takes about 10 minutes to feed everyone. I don't know what the purpose is of turning that off. Is that to save food? I guess we'll find out. Moving on. How's our scrap pile? So this is nearly done. So the working hours are 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's fine. That is scrap that we cannot have. Oh, okay. We can rotate. There you go. Q and E work as the rotate. All right. We need to build some houses. So let's build. Okay, these are big squares. So one there. Okay, so if I have enough scrap, I can then do multiple builds, which is fine. I just don't have enough scrap. Don't have any more people there. We only have Eleanor, who is working there currently. All right, let's speed up time a little bit. Let's go 2 times. I believe we can use the... So 1, 2, and 3 will also speed up the time. All right, so we're nearing the... Okay, Strangelanders arrive. A group of strange wastelanders arrives on our doorstep, apparently desiring to join our community. They speak in a weird accent, and we don't know them from our time in the bunker. They must have somehow survived on the surface all these past years. They have brought a small offering of food and water in an attempt to convince us of their good intentions. Sure, let's bring them on. Overcrowding, so we need to build houses. Okay. Alright, so I already have a house being built. I just need more scrap. Alright, so we've done daily needs. Fantastic. What's next? Our people are happy. I'm not too sure what these are here. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so spacebar is to stop. Not a problem. Pretty simple. Alright, so I have 9 spare workers. What is our food? Like 564. Okay, what do we have here? 2 of your citizens are exhausted. Citizens with houses are relieved of exhaustion at the beginning of the day. Exhaustion has a negative impact on happiness. Okay, so it's a happiness scale. Two of our citizens are very sick. Make sure you have functional medical centers. 6 citizens will enter medical centers on their own when possible. 1 of them is dehydrated. And 3 is starving. Okay. So not ideal. Alright, so the fact that you can't, unless there's a keybind that I'm missing, that you can't click, even if you have the scrap, you can't click multiple houses to build. The ambient music's very interesting though. Let's just put 2 there. Let's go 3 there. 3 there and 3 there. So it leaves us with 3 people to work on. Let's start getting the scrap heaps done. Alright. We fixed the overcrowding. Now, let's just speed up time. Just a smidge. And see if anything happens at night. I don't think anything will happen at night. So what do we got here? 8. Okay, so each house takes 8 people. Good to know. What other buildings can we do? Can't remember any others, can we? What's this? Progress and growth. Expedition centers are needed in order to form expedition parties and send them to the wasteland. Good to know. Research center is needed to research new technologies and upgrade existing buildings. That's kind of pretty knowledgeable. All right, I'm just going to speed up time. And let's hopefully get some more food, more scrap, and pump as much water as we can. Because I don't know how much this is gonna... Health concerns. Find a way to cure the symptoms. The poisons of the old world would saturate our food and water, making the simple act of eating and drinking exact a toll on our health. I mean, that's fair. We need to build a research medical center. Alrighty. I need 600 scrap. Okay, I'm not there yet, but a feeling that these 2 scrap piles, I'm gonna get rid of this person here and just put them on here. A citizen has died already. That is fine. It was bound to happen. Research center. Well, I'm gonna put that in the big box here. And let's just keep moving. Okay, we don't need to build the expedition center just yet. I have a feeling we'll need to do that shortly. Hopefully this gets built pretty quickly. Okay, these berry bushes are somehow doing the job. Research. Quality of life. So we need a medical center. Alright. So I need people to work it. Okay. Bring 2 down there and just go max here. Alright, let's research this medical center. 1 drop at a time. It seems common knowledge in our community that the water we extract from our wells is filthy and contaminated with toxins. While most of us can keep the murky water down, others are prone to vomiting after just a few sips. Well, I mean, technically drinking radioactive water, I mean, it's to be expected. Alright. I guess we're going to need to build the expedition center. Okay. The grid lines are okay. I'm thinking that these build on their own. Because... Oh, hang on, no. We should have workers. Alright, we do have workers. That's good to know. They're going to eat. This one's going to die unless we fix something. That's at 1%. That is not ideal. Let's fast forward time. We have the expedition center, so we just need to make... Right. We're not at that point yet. So wait until this medical center is built, and then we should be good to go. So let's speed up time. Let's get to a point. Message arrives. Messenger arrives at our encampment. He has come on behalf of the remaining bunker dwellers, those who did not elect to explore the outside world with us when supplies began to run low. He tells us that the starvation was enough to convince even the most stubborn to venture out into service, and that they have already begun migrating in our direction. We need more time, because I don't know if I have enough. Okay, so... Oh. So we can build farms. That's good to know. I don't know how many people we're doing. What's this? Oh, the little compass will take us to like the world map. And then from there we can do our thing. All right, it's a working day, so which means this should theoretically go up. And that's what it's doing, which is what we want. Okay, how is our medical center? 63. It's going up. We're going to have it done by the end of day. Okay, resource pile has been depleted, which means we have more people. All right, let's get this scrap out of the way. Okay, medical center is complete. So, put that right next to the research center. We should be effectively fine. Some new research we have. Okay, so housing upgrades. We have permanent scrap cost decrease. It increases the intake. Water extractor upgrade means you can have more people there. Increases the intake, quality of life, progress, and growth. So the cost goes from 600 to 480. Okay, so this would probably be handy. So how much is this going to? 7 hours. I'm going to go with the upgrading of the housing, because if we can get that sorted, that means the housing that we have theoretically should be sufficient enough for any other dwellers. Dust clouds envelop our encampment. Work nearby nearly grinds to a halt. Fortunately, those with shelter can ride out worse the storm in the makeshift lodgings, but we pity anyone trapped on the outside. All right, so we have a dust storm. Question is, how long do we have until the dust storm? Research. Okay, what's this one? Food storage. Okay, we've lost another member of our place, which is fine, but now we need to send an expedition party to the Mudlands. All right, now I don't have the people, so what I might do is bring this down to 2, bring it to 3, so we can add what looks to be obviously water. All right, so let's add 300 water, 300 food, and we've got 300 scrap. We don't have any other materials that we can, but they have 2 days. So how long is it going to take? Okay, waiting for explorers to gather. Okay. So I'm thinking as soon as the storm is done, we can then send the people. I don't know, that would be the safe bet. So the safe bet would be getting the people out to where they need to be. All right, let's fast forward. Let's get some time spent. Oh, hang on, what's happened? Why did time stop then? I didn't tell you to stop. So we need workers here. Let's just minimize that and just put max workers there. Oh, right click. Okay. So they have about 2 days worth of rations, and they have about that much worth of other things. All right, let's go back to our camp. About 10 hours. They have plenty. They have plenty. Alrighty, so I don't have any more people, so we're just gonna have to. That's at 41%. So let's just speed up time a little bit. Leave accident. While tolling away at the day's work, we hear a large crash and then some howls of pain. When we investigate, we find that a pair of community members have injured themselves in an accident. If only the dangers of our work weren't an unfortunate necessity for our survival. We need the scrap, but we also need the people. Speaking of people, that's I'm limited. All right, I'm gonna actually minimize that. I'm gonna put another person onto the medical center, because we seem to be producing quite a substantial amount of food as is. Okay, so the housing will support 10 each. That's 10, 20, 30, 40. We can support another, X amount. How's our wasteland trip going? Open the parties tab by right clicking on itself. Okay, cool. It's good to know that you can actually check this stuff out. Where are these people that we were supposed to be getting? Wells depleted. Our water extractors are rapidly depleting the 2 shallow wells. A pole descends over our settlement as everyone truly begins to understand the urgency of our situation. Until we find some new source of water, all we have left to drink are rapidly dwindling reserves already extracted from the ground. When they run out, we'll die of dehydration. That's tapped. So we only have one more area. That's actually good, because the fact of the matter is it's set up a pipeline. And I didn't know you could do that. Alrighty, we have our expedition. Mudlands. Long ago, fresh clean water was abundant that the idea it could be gone in one day was inconceivable. And now the whole world is a dusty and barren, and all places that might have once been wet are dry as a bone. Ah, that's not good. Let's check inside the ship. It's gonna be 2 minutes there, or 2 hours there, sorry. And then we're gonna need to. All right, so we have 2,000 liters, I'm guessing, which is not much. So water should be fine. That's just the water storage there. So we checked inside the ship for anything of value. We spent some time exploring the ship. The rusty engine block has still got some parts that seem to be salvaged with scrap, so we get 450 scrap. That's good. Exploring deeper into the wetlands, a single figure soon appears over the horizon, coming towards us. It walks on stilts through the mud. With every step, metallic jingles can be heard from a great sack it carries on its back. It stops before nearing our party, then raises a mud-slathered hand to point at us. What should we do? We can afford the scrap lossage for the time being. Okay, so we got that done. Let's check this out. Let's go to the campers. Speed up time. So a little colony is looking okay, but slow but sure. Ah, this is what I was waiting for. Okay, so we have 12, which means I have accommodated for enough people. So we're good. Let's welcome them with open arms. All right, let's just put max on this and get that scrap heap out the way. 2 people are there. Wetlands can convert contaminated water to poor water. Yes, please. Out of working hours. Wait, well, okay. All right. So we're slowly getting there. Just speed up time. Is there an hour out? We've lost another citizen. I know. I can't do much about it. We've got the medical center there to do its thing. And we just lost another one there. Campus. A center of learning in the old world. There was one such abundance that people would gather at the places to do nothing except learn all day. It's, well, schooling for you. Large buildings of cement and glass, though broken and abandoned, seem to us like they could have once composed an entire city in their own right. We first come to across a large hall that has been recently barricaded shut. After banging on the door, a voice on the inside yells back, "Who's there?" Yeah, I'm probably a little too trusting. So what happened here? Okay, let's go back here. Right, so that's currently researching the farm. Let's just put as many people as we can on that. These people must be fellow survivors. We should invite them into our community. We take some time to explain to them who we are. After realizing that we mean no harm, the survivors who have barricaded themselves inside the hall seem very interested in joining us. We have +6. We have enough housing though. We come across a small grouping of buildings, a cursory pass through some fields, nothing of value other than scraps of faded paper. One partially collapsed structure, though, with a sign out front reading chemical engineering. Oh, I reckon we cannot afford to miss out on this. But in saying that, I think what we might do is we'll leave this for the next episode. We've gotten a small community happening, which is fantastic. This is what we need. And I think truly, this game is going to be very interesting and also very hard at the same time. I think we'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and look out for more content coming out in 2023. Thank you, and bye for now.